Hi everyone, Darko here for your weekly PMA for Thursday the 13th of March 2025, and this will also be our weekly trade example for the week ending Friday the 14th of March 2025. Because I want to make sure that our followers on social media get a feeling for what I'm providing on regular basis for my paying clients. And it was a long time ago I recorded a weekly trade example, so hopefully you guys and girls will find this video helpful. So for Thursday's session we always have questions, almost always, so I will be covering the questions in great detail, and Monday's PMAs are almost always analyzing the market and showing pending orders, if there are any pending orders, or if the market is about to create a pending order. So I show them levels and make sure that we also know what we are waiting for in order to take those trades. Okay, and obviously this will also be shared with the short-term service. Meanwhile Vic is away. We had several questions in here. One of them was, could you do something on opposing levels? Sure. I know we don't take a trade if we came off a level. Yes, that's correct. It depends if you are trading with or against the trend. I will explain that in a second, okay? But which time frames to focus on for them? When we hit an establish or just breach. Also, if we have a candle action and it touches both levels on a higher time frame, is that an issue? The answer is yes, it is an issue. Okay, so the first question is opposing levels. Okay, so when it comes to opposing levels, if we are in a trend, it doesn't matter if it's an uptrend or downtrend. Okay, this is an uptrend and this is a downtrend. If we are trending, I couldn't care less about any opposing levels. Okay, unless we hit something very strong on in this case we are long-term trading, maybe on a yearly chart that is also identical with the monthly, something legit. Otherwise, no. So when price is trending, I don't care about opposing levels. So let's just say that you are actually trading against the trend, okay, or if the trend is not perfectly clear, because how many times do you see charts like this? It happens, sure, but there are times when you are a bit unsure, or at least unsure about the trend. Are we trending or ranging? So if you are not clearly trending to the upside or downside, or if you are clearly trading against the trend, you need to write these down because they are steps, like a checklist. Okay, no clear trend, or you are unsure about the trend because it's not super clear to you, that's the same, right? Or if you are trading against the trend. So let's say, for example, you are in a shorting, you want to take a shorting opportunity, but price comes down and hits this level. Okay, then I wouldn't take a shorting opportunity when price is retracing back into my entry. But it's completely okay to involve yourself in a counter trend trade. We have specific rules for that, right? Okay, and you get filled before you hit an opposing level. Okay, and if there is like and this is on your higher time frame only. Just have in mind, like, the entry time frame is just for entry. So if you are long-term trading, these levels are monthly, weekly. That's it. Okay, entry time frame is daily and 4 hour. And you can do the exact same thing with different time frames when you are day trading, another time frame combinations when you are scalping or micro scalping. That's another time frame combinations. So it is on your higher time frame. And if there is a weekly or a monthly candle action that is super large, which hits the opposing level in one candle, well, the trade is over. You cancel that trade. Okay, it doesn't matter if we touch, breach, or close, whatever that is. Sometimes if there is a wicks, I usually say, you know what, if we are any close to this area, we cancel that trade. I consider that a hit on an opposing level. Okay, so it's more like a zone, okay, to be on a safer side. So this should completely clear out all the questions about opposing levels and how to do that. Obviously, we are drilling this on weekly basis, or at least whenever there is an opposing level that I'm referring to, I always explain why that opposing level is important. And I almost always tag that PMA so people can go back and re-listen, or at least when we have new members, search in the PMAs, and, you know, tagging those by mentioning that, okay, in this PMA I'm talking about opposing levels, about continuation trades, etc., etc. So you can go and find more, you know, drilling PMAs about the subjects that you're wondering about. Okay, so let's see if I answer all the question about opposing levels. I know we don't, yeah, if you are trading against the trend, or if the trend is unsure or unclear, yes. Which time frames to focus on? Higher time frame. Okay, it doesn't matter if we hit, establish, or just breach, or maybe even, you know, very close to touch that level, it's considered as a hit. Also answered. Touches on both levels on high time frame, is that an issue? Yes, that's an issue. Okay, so this question is completely answered. So hopefully there will be no misunderstanding, because I want my coaching to be objective. So that means if I, after explaining this, and obviously by drilling the charts, watching the PMAs, if I ask 100 clients, all 100 of them should be on the same side. They should answer the exact same question the same way. Okay, super important. Next question. Can you talk about continuation trade? Most we only use the weekly swings. Yeah, that's because we are swing trading. Okay, but if you are day trading, you are using daily swings. If you are scalping, you are using 4-hour swings. Okay, what if we have a good support and resistance on a weekly and a beautiful neckline on daily? But the swing is on daily and 4-hour. Well, now you are combining 3 different trading styles. The weekly is for swing trading, the daily is for day trading, and the 4-hour is for scalping. So are those swings valid for? Well, it depends which trading style you have. If you are swing trading, then the weekly, I would say, yeah, the weekly swings and the weekly candle action is what we are looking for. I will show you an example of Euro Yen that will clear things out. So I think you just need to, you know, separate the trading styles. Okay, if you are swing trading, then it's weekly swings. If you are day trading, daily swings. If you are scalping, 4-hour swings. Okay, so, and I also say when it comes to continuation trade, when I introduced that in the, you know, by the beginning of the year, I said whenever I see a valid continuation trade, I will cover that in great detail. Okay, so let's just say I was watching actually Euro Yen. Okay, so the entire idea with the continuation trade is like, okay, we missed this entry opportunity. We just say that. Actually, I missed this entry. I saw it, but for some reason I wasn't. Yeah, whatever. You know, I hate to give you excuses. We didn't take this trade. This wasn't a pending order. I saw it. I didn't take it for whatever reason. Okay, my bad. So now, the entire idea with continuation trade is that my analysis tells me that we are going from A to B. So where is B? Well, the first level that makes sense to me as a resistance level that could be a threat for this trade is this one in here. Nothing is in front of me until we hit this level. I don't care about anything beside this level, and this level is the same as this level. Okay, so this is before this one. So this is number 1 and this is number 2. Number 1 is before number 2. Okay, and let's just assume that this candle action, obviously I'm recording this on Wednesday evening Swedish time, so I have no idea how the weekly candle will be closing, okay? But let's just assume, we just pretend that this will be closing 100% bullish. Like if I ask 100 clients, all 100 of them will tell me that this is 100% bullish candle action. If that's the case, okay, I mark the lowest point to the highest point, okay? Let's just mark the lowest point of this candle to the highest point of this candle before we hit this opposing level, okay? Now, I want to enter this trade for the next coming week if we close bullish. If we close bullish. Do not take this now and then, you know, get angry or crazy on me on Friday. Oh, you know, this was a losing trade. Well, this is not a trade yet. I'm just giving you an example. That you happen to see, as I'm speaking, that the 618 fib coincides perfectly with the level of resistance. Sorry, support. Was resistance, now it's support. Okay? What I do also see that within that bullish weekly candle action, price made a lower low, and now we did some structure damage, actually several of them. So within this swing, there was enough buyers down in here without consuming any orders, filling orders, okay? You know, straight up, and we close bullish. Well, it's a no-brainer that, you know, price, this will be the entry with a low stop loss, aiming to the upside. Obviously, once you hit this level, take 50% off, have a free look, reduce risk, and then you can either trail it or exit at here, and you made your money. Because a continuation trade is like more like, you know, you get in, you risk reduce fairly quickly, take out profit, have a free look, and you just exit. That's it. Weekly continuation trades are like within 1 week, intra-week trading. Sure, if there is a potential that the monthly chart will be doing this, then you can definitely leave something off, and you can trail that stop loss every time you get a new APB, advanced pullback. You just trail that stop loss until you get stopped out. At some point, you will be hitting something legit, and you will get a structure damage break, and then you get stopped out. And you just, you know, try to take as much pips as humanly possible. So that is a continuation trade. Do not combine every single, you know, swings. And you have to know, like, where are we in the swings? That's super, like, this is the foundation of the continuation trade. Okay, price is retracing back into support. For some reason, you missed that opportunity, or maybe you took that trade. You want to add into that trade. Okay, and now your analysis tells you that we will be doing this, but somewhere in here is where we are right now. Okay, you want to add into that trade, or you want to take that trade for the first time. You have a bullish candle action, because if it's bearish or neutral, then it's a bit unsure, right? We need to have bullish candle action, and then you place that trade for the next coming week, and this is what you are predicting or seeing, or the probability is that we are doing this, then you'll be in good shape. And there are no guarantees. Sure, this trade, and I'm doing my first weekly trade example for, like, I don't know, several months, this could be a full loss. I couldn't care less. One trade won't make you or break you. Like, just because this becomes a full loss, that doesn't mean my system is bad or it's not working. Losing is a part of trading. Geez, if you are right like 5 times out of 5 or 6 times out of 10, 5 times out of 10 or 6 times out of 10, you are a monster. You are a real monster in trading. So sure, this could definitely be a losing trade. And I will be taking the exact same trade over and over and over again. I couldn't care less that I'm grabbing the mic and exposing myself, because that's what I do on weekly basis. I'm showing pending orders. That's all I do. Showing levels, what to wait for. Okay? And yes, there are times when we are losing. No worries. In a long run, we have a very good win ratio. Let's see if we this is answered. Don't we have a buy setup on AJ right now? Trade is on daily chart, and our 1 hour chart has entry. I went back and re-listened, AJ. What I said was everything is recorded, thankfully, so I don't need to question anyone. Just go back and re-listen. I said, as I'm speaking, there is nothing there, but I'm looking for a longing opportunity. Okay? So what is this candle action? Is this bullish, bearish, neutral? Is it a candle action that we have within our, way of trading? Is it like a bullish engulfing? Is it a spinning top? It looks like a spinning top, but it's an ugly one. I wouldn't pick my eyes to see this as a spinning top. So the answer is no. I don't see anything, because I point out this level. I don't see any candle action that makes sense to me. A spinning top are usually smaller to the size, at least the way I want to see it, because I'm narrowing things down the way I want to see things, not what people show you in books or social media. I'm making things my own. So the way I want to see spinning tops are not like this. Okay? So this is more bearish than, bullish or neutral. I'm not in this trade. There is nothing there for me to trade, and you are talking about daily and hourly. I don't remember me mentioning anything on a scalping, the day trading service or the short-term service. So I'm not sure which trade you are referring to or what you are taking. Feel free to send me some screenshots if that's what you want to, or maybe I just answer your questions. I'm not in this trade. I didn't see anything. By the time I was speaking about this trade, I think it was like over the weekend. The market was closed. There was like nothing there. Okay? So I don't see anything. So for future questions, feel free to post a screenshot of what you are doing and explain things so I can understand your thinking process. Also a sell on Aussie Swissy, a continuation trade. Okay? 4 hour swings is used and we have 2 entering. Let's see, Aussie Swissy. I'm not sure what you mean by continuation trade, because a continuation trade is basically a bearish candle action. Like if you have anticipated that this is heading down, okay, way more down, maybe you are seeing this as a continuation, which is completely correct. But in this specific case, based on what I said in the PMA, is that my bias is short. Okay, what I'm looking for right now is a retracement back into resistance and wait for an option number 2 entry. For my paying clients, they know exactly what an option number 2 entry is. Okay, that's what we are waiting for. So there is no continuation trade. Just make sure that we all use the same wording, or the words. Like if you mean a trend trading trade, like we are trading in alignment with the trend, for the underlying trend is bearish and we see this continue to the downside, just we use the same phrasing. That's not a continuation trend, that's a trend trading, and you are waiting for a pullback into resistance. And yes, all the levels that you pointed out are perfect. Once we hit those levels of resistance, then we wait for an option number 2 entry. I don't see anything pending right now. That might be changing over the weekend. I don't know. But right now there is nothing there. I'm waiting for that retracement. And yes, the levels these 3 numbers that you pointed out, they are all legit. And you might say, but Darko, how do I know which level will be holding? As you all know by now, I prefer to see a deeper retracement, and you don't need to guess. Why? Because my system is telling you things in advance. Once you see an option number 2 entry at any of these levels, you take that trade. If it happens at a deeper level, I prefer to see those deeper retracement. I draw a fib, always look at the 618 fib. In this specific case, the 618 fib doesn't make sense. In this specific case, the 50% fib makes more sense. Okay, and the first level that you mentioned is the 382 level. So it is a retracement, sure. I prefer, if price gives me an option number 2 entry at these double necklines, sure. If we head up, okay, then that's good as well. Okay, so let's see here, we have 20 minutes. Okay, so let's just leave it like that. And on Monday, what I will be doing is, and I think this is like the first time I will be doing this in such a great detail. I will show you how to build a game plan for the pairs that we are monitoring. I'm not sure if I will be doing it on all 28 pairs. I will try to find as many pairs as possible and trying to not pink mark them. Okay, and then give you a strict game plan to exactly what to wait for. Okay, so I will be looking forward to hear your feedback about Monday's PMA, because I think I will spend lots of hours, scripting and preparing it, and hopefully you will see like how is a rock solid game plan looks like on the live market, knowing exactly what to wait for, at which level, which pattern, exactly everything you need to know about every pair, that there is something going on clearly, so you know exactly. There will be no questions about any pairs once I cover those, because I will do that in great detail for you. And hopefully that PMA alone will be a game changer for everything that you are doing moving forward. Creating the same exact game plan that I show you on Monday, you do that week in and week out without any deviation, because I will show you all the steps. Okay, thank you so much for listening, and obviously to our followers on social media, thank you so much for listening as well. Wish everyone a great weekend, and I hope I will talk to you soon. I will definitely talk to my clients soon on Monday, but I think I will be doing the next coming weekly trade example as well. Not sure. Feel free to ask any questions or comments, and I will be more than happy to answer you. Thank you so much for listening. I wish you a great weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.